Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Should apologize that I've been away again. I know I told everyone that I was going to be doing videos every day again and all that. Life threw another curveball just when I thought things were going to be a certain way in my life. So those events did not actually end up being permanent, so I'm back in the same situation where I don't have that kind of free time. Pretty much I'm back in a relationship, and my partner is trying to make more free time for me. So today, this was his idea that he went out and would go do some things while I take some time to do YouTube. So it just so happens to be the day before Leo season. So I hope you all enjoy this reading. Thank you all so much for watching, even though I haven't been the most consistent with uploading. I do also want to say that if anyone would like to get a private reading from me at this time, please reach out. I am very much available to do personal readings. I can always try and make time to get a personal reading done for any of you out there. Just that when it comes to the channel, it's kind of like my own space where I kind of do readings, yes, for everyone out there, for you guys, but most importantly, kind of for myself. This is sort of where I do my diaries, basically, like videos, like the vlogging, all of this. It's kind of like a gift to myself. This whole channel started as a diary back in 2018 for me, because back at that time I never would have imagined that people would actually watch my channel or find my videos, for that matter. So truly thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. I really do want to keep growing. So if there's any new viewers and you like my energy, you like my channel, or you would like to support me, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, anyone who wants to get a private reading, very much, please reach out. I would very much love to do personal readings again, and would very much the financial support would very much come in handy at this time in my life, and at any time in my life, really. But we are going to get started on this reading. I know that was a little bit of an intro, and yeah, I got some pretty interesting feedback about my Cancer season reading, but personally, I felt like that was the energy and it really resonated with me. So if this reading does not resonate with you, my apologies. Perhaps this reading just might not be for you. But let's go ahead and look into what to expect. Let's look at what your energy is at right now. So for some of you, this could be the beginning of the season. For others of you, you might come across this video later, and this could just be what you're feeling right now at this later time, if that makes sense. So literally, whenever you are listening to this, this is the message for you. What is your energy at right now in your mental space? We're going to do a mental space, the head space, the heart space. We'll do the 3D space, maybe internal and external. So I'm just going to pull 4 cards. And my apologies for my whole setup. I know it's not the greatest, but I will have my back turned here and there to flip the cards. Head space, heart space, 3D space, internal and external. So, mentally, where you're at right now is the 9 of Cups. You are focused on wish fulfillment. You're focused on finding the treasure out of life. I feel like this matches up with Leo season's energy. You're trying to get excited. You're trying to think happy thoughts, so to speak, thinking positive. Or you're thinking about your goals. You're really trying to stay on task because you really want to succeed in your life emotionally. Like, you want to feel fulfilled. You want to feel like all of your wishes do come true. So your headspace, you're very much focused on that. And how I'm seeing this card is that this is underneath the surface. So you might not be the most excited. This might be like you're really going for it. You feel like you're not quite there at this wish fulfillment, but that you're close, or that you hope you're close anyways. And like you're keeping your eye on the prize. So that's what I get for your mental space right now. Emotionally, your heart space, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, your heart though is feeling stuck, slow, stagnant, just being patient. Your heart is a little like down in the dumps, maybe, just feeling a little low. So emotionally, you might be feeling unfulfilled, that these wishes that you're hoping will come true have not fully manifested into your 3D space quite yet, but that a lot of progress has been made. And when you look at it, you can see the progress, but it might just not be the full thing. So for an example, like sometimes you plant seeds, right, in a garden, and they sprout. And when they sprout, are they the fruit tree bearing fruit yet? No, but they did sprout, and that is a really big step, even though it's still a tiny plant, a little seedling, a little sprout, But give it time, and that is going to grow and grow. So I feel like you have made a lot of progress. Just don't let anyone don't listen to the outer world. If there are anyone in the outer world trying to put you down or make you feel small for your accomplishments, your personal growth, just ignore those people. They're coming from a place of lack, usually, generally, are like not fulfilled themselves. Like they're basically reflecting something that is just talking about themselves in some sort of way. So it usually has nothing to do with you, even though they try to make you feel like it has everything to do with you. So I'm just getting this message, like you might be in an environment where you're used to people purposely trying to make you feel small or helpless, or like a little child, talk down to you, condescending. Or that might be the past energies for those of you who've already ascended out of that space in the physical space, that you've brought yourself to a much better environment already. But now there's the remnants of those people who've made you feel that way still lingering in the wounds that you're still trying to heal through. So take that how it resonates, but I feel like I definitely fit into maybe both of those categories, but very much so I'm still in an environment where there's still energy around that tries to make you feel small or insignificant. So we're going to look at your physical space internally. So this is your body, so to speak. 9 of Pentacles. Your body's actually pretty happy, feeling very grateful for yourself. You are really giving yourself some self-love, self-care. You're really trying to take care of yourself. And you're very abundant, health-wise. And health can be a mindset. I forget where I read this exactly. It was an Instagram post. I think my friend Sharon posted it. I love Sharon, Pisces power. But anyways, it was like, health is not a destination, it's a like process or something like that. So the point is, like, even if you might not feel like you're on top of the world with your health or whatever, the point is that you care about it, you care about yourself, you actually do value yourself, your body, and things like that. So that is a lot more abundance than people out there who don't even care and just do whatever. They don't even consider what they put into their bodies or what they nourish themselves with. It is a sense of nourishment, but like, if you know what I mean, like there are people who genuinely don't care what they put their bodies through. they're like, woo, just living it up. But it's like, you're damaging your body. Like, why? So internally, this is where your physical space is at. You've got the energy to do some things that you're excited about doing this Leo season. So you have some physical energy stored up thanks to taking care of yourself, or you'll be taking good care of yourself so that you can have some fun this season. Externally, we've got the Page of Cups. Externally, you're feeling a little excited, like you feel motivated to get up and do something a little bit. You have some energy. So you're not just feeling tired and lethargic all of the time right now. You might actually feel a little more like restless or a little excited or curious, daydreamy, more so than usual. So you're really focused on your body and movement and livelihood all of a sudden. I feel like the end of Cancer season, we were all feeling like slumber mode, but then it just, boom, all of a sudden Leo season began, or it's shifting into it, and now we're feeling that spark, that excitement that shifts from Cancer season over to Leo season. So it's like just when we thought we were about to give up, we didn't. So it's like suddenly you're feeling inspiration with your outer world. So the outer world is suddenly giving you the opportunities to do certain things that you've wanted to do, to be creative. So that's really exciting. Nice. I plan on using every single deck that's on my bed right now. So that's what we've got for where you're at right now with your mental space, your heart space, your physical space, and your surrounding space. Let's get an open message and a key message. And what that means for me right now, the open message means this is something that's being clear to you right now, something that you are well aware of, what you know already as a blessing of what is happening in your journey. We've got White Terra, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So what you already know right now is that you are taking care of yourself, that you are cutting out toxins. You are releasing toxins right now. You're only trying to figure out a flow of things that makes you feel good. You are not in a space where you're trying to harm yourself at this time. So you're becoming more aware of what you need to do to avoid harsh people, harsh places, harsh experiences. So this is very good. Pretty much you're in a space where you should be able to feel pretty well for this time being right now and carrying out towards the future. Let's look at the key. The key is something that you may not be seeing, or you might have some fears or doubts about. It can even relate to that. And it's just something that's like, when you feel like you want to move forward or progress already on your journey, but you feel like there's something missing. This is that thing. What is missing that would help you really progress and just like get out of these harsh relationships, harsh environments, harsh situations, harsh chemicals, things like that. And also some of you might be feeling like, Sansa-mushi, aren't you a little hypocritical about saying you're taking care of yourself while you have a Lucky Charms box in the back of your room? Well, my defense is that is actually not my box of Lucky Charms. I actually protested against getting cereal in this household because I don't like cereal in terms of a health option. In terms of taste, it's really good, and I'm not going to turn it down when it's right there. But pretty much my boyfriend wanted to get it. So that is my defense for any of you out there who are like, Why do you have cereal or Lucky Charms? If it helps, I got some grapes right here that I've been snacking on. So, yeah. Okay. Key message. We'll take it. We have 3 cards. Unconditional love, Mary Magdalene, Son Nguyen, which says compassion. I know with my camera you can't really read the words. And Yamanya, golden opportunity. So it says, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So what I'm getting as the message is that there's love all around you. There is more unconditional love in your situation than you know at this time. And you do need to know that because everyone deserves to know that they are truly loved. So what I'm getting there is some of you might still have some thorns in the garden or like whatever, or some, I don't know, wasps in the nest. I don't know. There must be a saying. But the point is, you might have some haters that still linger or whatever. But what this is letting you know is that they're liars. They are wrong. For any of you who that resonate with, I do feel like there's still some of you out there that you really are just surrounded by love, but you just don't really feel that way all the time. Some of you might just kind of feel lonely at times, or feel like you're all alone, or that nobody cares, so to speak. I'm not trying to trigger anyone, but just that if that sounds kind of like your energy, this is letting you know, like, you definitely are loved. You've definitely done nothing wrong, regardless of what this world tries to make you feel. Even if what this world is, sometimes it feels like it's yourself that internally, oh, I'm making myself feel this way. It's like, no, where does that come from? It comes from worldly abuse and trauma, outer experiences that have convinced you this, because you've had so much cause and effect in your life. It's like you're tired of that. So there is so much more compassion for you right now is what I'm getting. Like, yeah. That choosing that kind of energy that's always understanding and loving is kind of just the direction to go. Yeah. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the light and love that is within everyone. So yeah, this is like kind of all saying, like, what you don't know is that what is key here in your situation is simply ignore the toxic people, which sounds difficult because they might be super close in your space. This is because they try to make you uncomfortable. They like discomfort. They like it when you feel uncomfortable so that you feel stuck or that you're not having support. They want you to feel like you need them in some sort of way, or that you rely on this situation that you don't want to be in. That you're a hypocrite for not liking this. I don't know. Those are some messages. Obviously, I am projecting my own experiences, but I do feel like there are some of you out there that hear these messages and you know exactly the kinds of people that I'm talking about. Like, typically people who don't treat you with unconditional love and don't treat themselves that way either. A lot of what I'm saying usually is some sort of core reason for why they do the things they do. Would they ever admit that? Who knows? So maybe on a certain day, but the point is, like, literally, they don't really matter on your journey. And that could be heavy, but this really does just kind of say, like, you deserve to just spend time with people who you care about, that care about you, that treat you with love and respect and compassion, that feel like golden opportunities anytime you like interact. And what else you don't know, what's key here is important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So the key here is just simply that the doors were closed at a previous time. They are opening up now. So something that's important to let you know is that you've done nothing wrong. You're not behind on your journey. You're right on time with your journey. The door is just now opening as usual. There's always a door that is opening, and there are always doors that are closed. We're always going to feel, maybe I shouldn't say always, but a lot of what we felt on our journey is like, when are we going to get to the next part? And that's just because you've only got the present moment, so to speak. The future will always be in the future. The past is going to be in the past. Your present moment, no matter how dull it could feel at times, is moving. So, I just feel like you're about to get a lot more joy and credit and reward from your journey than what the naysayers have tried to convince you. It's like you ignored every negative energy out there in the world. Haters, people who try to put you down, you've ignored them and continued on your path. You didn't get convinced by them. You did not get gaslit by another to step off your path or to completely give up. Even if at times it really felt that way, because that makes a lot of sense. Your heart space, like, it's been really difficult. You've been really patient here. So it's like, keep doing your thing, and these doorways are going to open up for you sooner than you realize, is what I'm getting. I think this is the season. I think Leo season is the season that certain doors are opening up for you. So that's really exciting. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's look at the actual season itself. So those are all of what's going on at this time, right here, right now. Let's look at the trajectory of Leo's season. So I'm just going to look at the calendar here. Leo season is 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's about 4.5 weeks. So I think I'll do 4 sections in that case. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So the first week of the season, or the beginning of this season, we've got the High Priestess, we've got Balance Reversed, and we've got Third Party. So some of you are feeling like it's out of balance for you to be in any situation that feels like a blockage. So like right now, blockages or delays at this point just feel out of balance to you. Like you feel like you don't have to take the long road, so to speak, anymore. That instead, like, your intuition is telling you to swim, take that leap. It's not like it's not like the perfect season, so to speak, to do something in particular. It's more like your situation is really urgent in that you feel like you cannot delay any further. So that's what I'm getting here with these cards. But I'm also getting like that some of you are wondering if you need to do something really scary and like take a big risk, and it feels all dark and like intense, but you're like, maybe I have to. Like the card said, I can't delay. This is not really that kind of message, in my opinion, either. This is more like that would also be out of balance. This is saying, don't make hasty decisions don't make sudden decisions until you feel truly balanced with your energy, on the same page. So this is kind of saying like, don't do things behind like someone's back or your own back. Like if you've got a partnership going on, communicate your plans and the things you're doing. Don't just like take some sort of risk, especially at someone else's expense. Never, right? Do not take like a risk at someone else's expense. Don't take a risk at your own expense. This is like, make decisions that are beneficial to both of you, or to all of you if there's a group setting here. So this is just letting you know, like, this was a really good time to maybe try not to do too many surprises with people. So maybe you would like to think that people would be excited about certain surprises, but actually they would just like to know. Like, so if you're trying to do like this like surprise, or you make it seem like everything's gloomy for like a whole day, but at the end of the day it turns out, oh, surprise, it was all leading you to this present. Like no, because maybe people's energy is not always in the best place for that. So this is just kind of saying like, if you're used to being a little bit of a prankster, perhaps. I know this is a really weird message, but this is just kind of saying like just being a little more direct at this time, or just really honest about what decisions you're going to be making. Don't wait till the last second to communicate what's on your mind. So this is kind of saying like, just be a little more direct with what is on your mind. You don't have to hide so much of what's on your mind when it comes to people you love and trust, that you're actually establishing a real relationship with. So, the toxic people that this card was talking about, the toxic relationships, environments, and so forth, this has nothing to do with having to communicate with those people. You actually do not have to whatsoever. The message there is just that like, they're in the way. You don't need their permission to do the actions that you're going to take the actions that you're going to take. So hope that all made sense. That's the first week's energy. Second week's energy, we've got Earth, which says home, healing, and protection. Just breathe, the Four of Swords, and release. So I think the second week you might be doing some cleaning as a prediction for some of you. Spring cleaning, so to speak. I know it's summertime, or for some of you, wintertime even. But yeah, with home, healing, protection, and like release, I'm just getting like, you're clearing space. So by the first or second parts of Leo season, by the halfway mark of Leo season, or leaning towards the midway part, you'll have cleared a lot of space. You'll have done some cleaning. Things might, old energy, or the feng shui, so to speak, in your setting, your environment, you'll have shifted it. Things have shifted and become a cleaner space for you. So that's kind of all I'm getting for the second week. and that you've cleared out hazardous energy and brought in a really healing space that is really good for your body, for your mind, for your soul. So I feel like if any of you have been really struggling with the journey lately, things are calming down for you, and that slower energy doesn't feel so intense or scary, but instead just feels like a good time to take a break and to relax. So things might actually feel enjoyable when the waters are slow. Some of you feel very uncomfortable with when things are too slow, so to speak, when life is moving slowly, because a lot of things have happened on your journey. So I'm just getting like, now that things are slowing down, it's in a space where you can feel really good, and you can take there will be actual opportunities. You know when things are really slow and you feel like you're stuck though, and you're not able to do what you want to do with this time? This is the opposite. Things will be slow, and it is presenting you the time to do what you actually want. I'm getting a little piercing in my heart, so it's like some of you might not be sure about that, but just breathe. Maybe the season might not go as optimistically as I'm explaining it, but there is so much more love here, and there's so much more purpose to the journey of what's going on than you may know at this time. Things will turn out to be all right. So that's what I've got for you. By the third week of the season, veering towards the end, we've got Fire, Eight of Wands, the Eight of Fire. This says dedication, oath, and symbol. With the Two of Pentacles, which says find balance, and Muse. So yeah, this is definitely talking about finding balance to actually do the things that you want to do, that you've dedicated your life to. Like, example, I've dedicated my life to wanting to be a tarot reader, to wanting to do a YouTube channel, to wanting to play video games, to wanting to eat delicious foods that make my body feel really good physically and just like senses wise, pleasure, wanting to feel like cutting off stuff that makes me feel like tight or constricted or unhappy or like heavy, wanting to cut that energy so I can just like let it go. Wanting your manifestation to like really go out there and attract back to you what you've been looking for, if that makes sense. Like when you're trying to manifest, but you feel like for some reason it won't go out to the universe so that it can like manifest for you. I'm just getting like the third week, you're making the time to physically take action that will do so. These things would be like painting, crying is an example, drawing, dancing, singing, creating, writing, whatever your art or your craft is, doing more of it, more readings, tarot readings or something, more crafting, more knitting, crocheting, whatever it may be. It's like a really good place for you to release old energy, built up energy, pent up energy. And then you like see that, you feel that relief, and you feel like there's so much more you can do now. And then you'll do it and probably manifest real results, physical, tangible results. Perhaps more money, more oxygen, more plants if you were wanting to get into gardening, more finances, new clothes, new foods, healthier drinks, more like options, and plenty of time to rest and to grow and to learn. Resources of all kinds is what these symbols are on this card. So third week, it looks like you're finding time to actually start creating these things in a way that's your way. This life, this capitalist world, tries to convince you that you have to do it a specific way, but it turns out you're doing things your way. And it's working. By the 4th week, the end of Leo season, we've got the Page of Fire. It says journey, navigation, and routes, and there's a little treasure box here. Then we've got sacral chakra, your desires being in that box, perhaps, presented to you, and solitude. And yet feeling like you're still searching for it. No matter what's happened throughout Leo season, you're still feeling like you need time to be alone or to not go on this journey quite yet. So some of you, if you've been trying to get out of a situation, maybe by the end of the season, you'll be somewhere where either you're out of it and now you can just kind of chill and be in solitude and sit with your thoughts, or this is saying you're still stuck in that place and it turns out you need this time for a reason, because there are certain offers that were going to be brought to you that you'll need to think about, and you would have only been there for that offer if you were staying still in a situation that was constantly making fun of you or belittling you or condescending you, someone trying to make you feel bad about being in your environment or your situation, trying to make you feel like you're the problem and that you need to go somewhere, when really you should feel fine just being where you're at. So some sort of opportunity is going to be presented to you that will basically prove to you that you had to be where you are right now, and that you had to be stuck for this beautiful opportunity to manifest for you in the way that it does, or that it will by the end of the season. I'm just getting and that if you still don't see this opportunity very clearly at the end of the season, that it's coming, it's on its way, and it's probably the most of the reason for why you've remained stuck in a certain situation. So any of you who've been feeling stuck, whatever your situation is, this is a message to you to let you know that maybe you're not stuck, but maybe this is the key, and that this is the way to getting everything that you desire, and that the only people who want to make you feel like a failure for being in your exact situation are the problem, and it's not you. Right? Who would have guessed? Wait a second, you guessed. They tried to tell you that you were wrong over and over and over and over and over again. Perhaps. For those of you that resonate with those kinds of messages. So, anyone who's trying to make you feel bad about being where you're at on your journey, why? Literally, why? Why don't they have anything better to do? Or that they try to create, they don't do things to try to make your life better or to try to give you more space. They literally just don't stop, And it's the more you continue on your journey, life is going to throw opportunities. These kinds of people, because they never really cared, they're easily distracted. So you might notice that if there have been some thorns in your side, they might receive amazing opportunities that happen to make them go away for a few weeks or months or years or whatever, Certain situations are going to unfold that create distance between you and the actual problem. And I'm just seeing this will be continuing to happen. You'll notice that the problem clears away without you having to do anything. There are certain problems that we just deserve help. There's that savior complex, that hero mentality, that you deserve the universe to step in and to be your own hero for you. And of course, you save yourself. I don't want anyone to feel like that you can't help yourself. There's just, if any of you have watched or read One Piece, you'll get what I mean. There are literally just certain scenarios where you just feel stuck no matter what you do, and you deserve help when that happens. So I'm feeling really emotional, even though it's like, it just feels like for you guys, but it's like, because I obviously have gone through a lot of things on my journey and keep going through things on my journey, because I'm in this exact scenario that I just shared. But yeah, that was basically the reading. And the rest is just now, I just want to share with all of you, like, I really do appreciate all of you. Erica-san, I love you so much. Thank you for being there for me and for all the support. I do want to share the One Piece mug you gifted me. I still haven't watched your response video. I feel really bad about that. I have not forgotten. But all the genuine just love and support from all of you out there. Any of you, if you're ever worried, oh no, what if somebody she doesn't know that I really meant it when I said thank you or this, that, it's like, trust me, I do know. Your energy, I have no problem with. Those of you on the channel who just love me, you just do, I love you too. Like, you guys are amazing. And I accept all of you and appreciate all of you. And that there's nothing wrong with your journey and where you're at. And I think any problems you have, like, you just deserve those problems to be resolved without you having to lift a finger. I do believe in manifestation. I do believe in dreams coming true. And I think we can all do it. And I wish I was like this gazillionaire so I could just like support you guys whenever you need it. Yet I feel like a hypocrite because it's like, oh, I need so much on my journey is how it feels. But yeah, that was the Leo season reading. Very excited. I didn't use every card, but I just want to stop there because it just feels complete to me. This just feels like the season. I don't want to create too many messages because I kind of just want to experience it as well this season and to see how these messages play out. I don't think every single thing will be exactly how I said it, but ultimately I'm hopeful that we can look back at the reading and see what the messages were trying to say. And yeah, I just trust the messages are the right ones. So I really hope they are. I hope you liked that reading, everybody. I'd love your feedback. And again, anyone who wants to reach out for a private reading, please do. Also, Margaret, big shout out to my friend Margaret. I never said this to you, but thank you so much for the surprise donation the other month now. It actually really came in handy at that time. And I wanted to send a message to you at that time, but I just never got around to it for some reason. But I just want to take this moment to say that because I'm sure you'll have watched this video. You seem to watch like every one of my videos. You left a comment about one of my old songs and how it still means a lot to you. I have mixed feelings about it because I have mixed feelings about that specific song, but I really appreciate that you like my music. So I also really appreciate that you commented that. So yeah, just want to let you know about my feelings with that song and everything. But yeah, that's everything. And also, everybody, I still am, for any of you who are wondering, how's my music journey? Of course, I'm never going to give up on my music journey. I was gaslit into doing that throughout my whole life by my mom, I'll just say. And ow, now I just hit my elbow pretty hard, but there's a lot of pain there. But my music journey is going good. I've wanted to learn a new song on the guitar recently, but I haven't played it in a long time, the guitar. But I have been playing Muse Dash. Some of you know what that game is because I've posted some videos on here on the YouTube channel. I made my very own what's it called? Muse Dash song. So that was really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I love you all. I'm going to head out now. And I really would love to hear what you all think of this reading. All right, take care. And hopefully opportunities will allow me to do more pick a card readings this season. All right,